Sarah's Story Chapter 1 Ashes and Roots. The first light of dawn peeked over the trees, painting the sky in soft gold. In a small cottage near the east edge of Shadowleaf village, Sarah stirred beneath a wool blanket, the crackle of her hearth still whispering from the night before. She sat up slowly, rubbing the sleep from her eyes. Her hand instinctively moved to her necklace, a tiny flame-shaped charm passed down from her mother. She whispered the dua softly, her voice carrying warmth in the still room. All praise is for Allah, who gave us life after having taken it from us, and unto him is the resurrection. She breathed deeply and looked around. Her cottage was quiet, neat, with dried herbs hanging from wooden beams, and a sword resting by the door. It was an ordinary blade, no special fire enchantment, no ancestral magic, but it would do. In the kitchen, she quickly prepared a light breakfast of flatbread with honey and a boiled egg, eating quietly while the village began to wake around her. Her thoughts wandered, like they always did in the quiet. The lost village her family came from. It was more than a story. She could feel it calling to her in dreams. In quiet moments like this, if she could just find it, she could understand where her gift came from. Why the fire didn't burn her, but healed others instead. After eating, she moved to the bench beside her window and drew her sword. She didn't need to sharpen it yet, but she cleaned it anyway, rubbing the cloth down its edge with practiced care. A healer should never forget how to fight. Her mother once told her, and a fighter should never forget why they heal. With her weapon cleaned and belt fastened, Sarah stepped outside, the morning sun warm on her face. She passed familiar faces on the way to the guild. Sapphire waving from the sushi stand, laughing with Mr. Hanzo, Zila marching with purpose, sword already slung across his back. They were all going their separate ways soon, she felt it, but not yet. She arrived at the Adventure Guild just after Sapphire had left. The heavy doors creaked as she entered, and the familiar scent of parchment and polish filled her senses. Brogger glanced up from a scroll, his broad font barely fitting behind the desk. "Sarah, healer with a fighter's eyes," he said, offering a nod. "Got something that suits you." He handed her a quest scroll marked with pale yellow wax. Quest Herbrick of Remission Western Glade. Simple gathering job, but those wads aren't empty. Fox wolves have been spotted, might get rough. Sarah accepted the scroll gently, bowing her head in thanks. "I'll be careful, and I'll make sure no one gets hurt." Brogger gave a grunt of approval. As Sarah left the guild, she paused at the board by the entrance. Zia's name, Sapphire's too. Different quests, different directions. She traced her fingers over their names, then smiled faintly to herself. "We'll meet again," she whispered. "When we're stronger, when we're ready." She tucked the scroll under her arm and turned toward the western path, her boots soft against the earth. The trees waited, so did her past. And maybe her future.